We're about to break down my Instagram posting strategy, what it looks like, what's great about it, and what I could improve on, so that by the end of this video, you can craft your unique strategy so you can finally start seeing the results you want to see. That's right. What's up everyone, it's Millie. Welcome back to my channel where I post videos every Wednesday teaching you the latest strategies and trends on social media to help you grow your brand. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a backwards hat, it is either because my hair is super greasy and I haven't showered yet, or because my husband wears backwards hats and I want him to think that I'm cool like him. Either way, don't tell me that it doesn't look good because I don't think I can handle it. So give a little love tap on that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest tips and tricks I have for you. First, I want to say a huge thank you to this video's shoutouts. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So if you want to shout out on one of my future videos, be sure to screenshot yourself watching this and tag me over on Instagram stories, or leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. As always, timestamps will be in the comments down below because I value your time and you already know why you're here. So let's get into it. Pro tip. Notice the order of what I talk about with my strategy in this video. That should be the same order that you create your strategy to. Okay. The first thing to notice about my Instagram strategy is the cadence. Cadence is a musical term that means a regular beat or rhythm. When creating a posting cadence, you're going to figure out how often you want to be posting within a 30-day time period that you can realistically keep up with to create that consistent rhythm with those posts. For my strategy, I post 5 to 6 days per week. If it's 5 days, I focus on Monday through Friday. If it's 6, then I'll post on a Saturday too. There is no strategic reason for why I post Monday through Friday. It doesn't mean that posts will perform best on those days. It's simply because I want to have some weekends off and I want my team to have the weekends off if they choose to. And on top of that, I want at least one day each week where I don't open the Instagram app at all. No strategy behind the days that I chose other than that's what works well for me, and so I picked it to work that way. If I'm posting 5 to 6 days per week and each day is one post per day, that means I would need 20 to 24 pieces of content to last me an entire month. However, sometimes I post twice a day, so this is how I've broken it up with my team so we can figure out how much content we need to prepare in advance. We do 4 in-feed posts per week: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. By in-feed posts, I simply mean photos or graphic carousels. With these 4 in-feed posts, we do 2 educational graphics or inspirational quotes that we make in Canva and 2 photos of me with tips in the caption for my audience. These 2 types of in-feed posts I alternate posting to keep my feed on brand and somewhat consistent. This isn't a hugely necessary step. Do you need to keep your feed super aesthetic and super consistent? No, it's not a hugely necessary step, but I will say it all just depends on what niche you're in, how you want to position yourself as a brand so that somebody can land on your page and clearly know who you are, what you do, what's in it for them, right? While it might not be the most important thing to make sure your feed is so consistent, for me and my brand, I want to position myself as professional and as much of a coach as possible so somebody can clearly go to my feed and see its organization. They know what to click on to get which value and all the things. So that is how I choose to position myself as a brand. Then we do 2 to 3 reels per week. So Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. If a reel is posted on the same day as an in-feed post, like Mondays, I post the photo in the morning and the reel in the afternoon. This is the strategy behind that. My in-feed posts are considered nurture content for my current audience, current followers. So based on my insights, I know that my current followers are most active Monday mornings. That's when they will get the in-feed posts. Since Instagram has said reels are for new eyes or people who aren't currently following you and the shelf life is longer, I noticed that for me, the times aren't as important for posting, since they're just being pushed to explore anyway. I base my in-feed post times on my current audience insights, and reels post times just kind of whenever I remember to post. You guys, sometimes the strategy isn't always there. I'm just showing up as often as I can. I'm kind of making it up as I go too. You don't have to have this super in-depth strategy of the best time to post. Sometimes you just gotta feed the algorithm, no matter what time it is. Okay, whoa, why did all of a sudden it speed up and it's going really fast? So if we combine my in-feed posts and my reels and break that down even further so we can see how much content I need in 1 month, what I need is 8 graphics that I make in Canva 8 photos with educational captions and 8 to 11 reels. When you break it down like this, you're able to see how much content you need to batch in either a day or in 3 days. So maybe one day you could focus on creating those graphics. The next day you could focus on taking pictures or writing captions for pictures that are still in your camera roll that you haven't posted yet. I know there's some of you out there. And another day to batch record reels. For me, I'm able to post this often because my graphics, I have a social media assistant that helps create those. For the photos with educational captions, we will recycle the captions from previous Instagram posts or from my YouTube scripts. And then my reels are the ones where I'm really making it beginning to end. So I typically batch those between 2-3 days. And if you're like, how the heck do you batch so many reels? I do have a video here that shows my entire reel creation process from finding ideas, filming and editing and all the things. So definitely go check that out. The next part of my strategy is stories. I do stories 6 days a week. Don't overcomplicate stories, y'all. Like on days where I'm posting to my stories, I simply set a timer on my phone to go off every 2 hours. And when the timer goes off, I literally post whatever the heck I'm doing in that moment. Keep it raw, keep it real. You don't have to be super fancy. Stories are for you to show up authentically you. Give your followers a little bit of behind the scenes of what you're doing that day, whether it's showing your face or not showing your face. Being on your stories consistently will definitely help create a stronger connection with your followers. Now I will say, I did mention already that I have at least one full day every week where I don't go on Instagram. When you do come back to Instagram, and you don't have anything on your stories are wiped clean, I recommend making that first post back to your stories the most interactive because it will increase your story views. To have it be the most interactive or engaging, put stickers, play a game, show your face, just have that first story back. Be as engaging as possible because it'll definitely help with your story views for the rest of the week. That's what my current posting strategy looks like. Now I want to talk a little bit more about what your strategy should look like. Before diving into that, I want to invite you to a free 1-hour masterclass that I'm teaching on Instagram. The masterclass is specifically for anybody who is wanting to grow their Instagram page as an influencer and turn their personal brand into a full-time job. I'm going to be answering the question, is Instagram dying? Giving tips on the Instagram algorithm, how to make money on the platform, and so much more goodness. Basically, if you think this video is good, then you're definitely going to want to check out this masterclass. I'll have a link below where you can go and save your seat. Okay, looking back on my strategy. Is it a lot? Yes. If it were just me, I'd probably just be focusing on reels. I'm able to do this variety of content because one, I have a team, but also I have created so much more content in the past. It's so easy to recycle content at this point. If you're somebody who you've been working at this and you've been trying to grow for a year or two, you probably have a bunch of content that you can go back and reuse and save yourself a lot of time, effort, and energy. I'd say probably half of my content is brand new content and half of the content is recycled from YouTube videos, past Instagram captions, blog posts, all the things. Work smarter, not harder, people. Now again, looking at my strategy, is this strategy perfect? No, there are definitely areas I could improve and areas that I would love to change and adjust. For example, I'd like to get to the point where I'm posting more reels than in feed photos because that will help my reach overall, and I think that's what my audience tends to enjoy more. So I'm just feeding the algorithm what it wants and my audience what they want. Also, I could be doing a lot more video content in general, like making Instagram videos or going live every week to keep that strong connection with my audience. I could be doing Instagram rooms and having conversations with other people in my niche. It would be great if I could use every feature that Instagram has to offer, but this is what works for me in my lifestyle right now. And that's okay. I can't be mad at myself or put pressure on myself for not doing more. I can't be mad at myself for that. I'm doing what I can, and that's okay. Give grace and know, hey, this is what you could do now. In the future, we can change this if we need to. For anybody who's watching this and you want to create your own Instagram posting strategy, this is literally all you need to do. This is it. This is it. Step 1, figure out if you want to grow or if you want to increase engagement, because that will determine the type of content you need to focus on for the next month, 2 or 3. If you want to grow, create a posting cadence that focuses on reels and Instagram rooms. If you want to increase engagement, create a posting cadence that focuses on in-feed posts, lives, and stories. That's that. It's as simple as that. Do what you can. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Don't compare your schedule to anyone else's. Do what you can because it is already enough. You don't have to strive for whatever idea of perfection you have in your head because that perfection doesn't exist on Instagram. Focus on good enough and you will crush it. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hug that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when I post my videos. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Follow your joy. Bye.